Close your eyes and picture it. The hum of solar panels at dawn, the whisper of wind turbines at dusk, and the rich scent of soil in your own garden. Imagine waking each morning free from utility bills, crafting a life where self-reliance and adventure collide. That vision isn't reserved for dreamers alone, it's reality in towns across America. Today we'll race through 12 off-grid sanctuaries where sustainable living thrives. From the high desert of New Mexico to the shores of Alaskan fjords, prepare to map out your ultimate escape from the grid. 1. Taos, New Mexico. Population sits near 6,000, yet the landscape feels endless. Annual sunshine tops 300 days, feeding your solar array with consistent power. The state offers a 10% tax credit on residential solar installations, up to $6,000, and property tax exemptions on those panels. Winters dip into the high teens, summers average a comfortable 65 degrees, and rainfall hovers around 12 inches. Land outside Taos Pueblo starts near $1,200 per acre, sloping into sagebrush hills perfect for terrace gardens. Local zoning requires minimal permits for wells or rainwater collection, and the indigenous farming community hosts workshops year-round. With low property costs, robust solar incentives, and artisan markets just down the road, Taos combines culture with self-sufficient living. 2. Asheville, North Carolina. This vibrant city of 94,000 sprawls against the Blue Ridge Mountains. Annual rainfall exceeds 45 inches, giving you a long growing season for vegetables, berries, and fruit orchards. Land on the outskirts starts around $8,000 per acre, with several parcels under 5 acres, ideal for mixed-use gardens and livestock pens. The North Asheville Tailgate Market operates every Saturday, connecting local farmers and homesteaders. French Broad Electric's community solar co-op slashes installation costs, and county regulations actively encourage off-grid systems. Winters rarely dip below 20 degrees, while summers peak in the low 80s. Neighboring Earthaven Eco-Village offers hands-on permaculture apprenticeships. In Asheville, you trade grid dependence for a network of growers, craftspeople, and educators dedicated to sustainable living. 3. Slab City, California. Known as the last free place, this desert outpost occupies abandoned military slabs near the Salton Sea. There's no formal electricity grid. Residents rig solar panels, diesel generators, and wind turbines. Water arrives by delivery truck or from shared community wells dug into desert basalt. Summer highs often exceed 100 degrees, dropping into the 50s at night. Free land means you squat where you park. No property taxes, no building codes, no official permits. Artists congregate here, decorating RVs and shipping containers with murals, while Salvation Mountain offers colorful graffiti inspiration. Populations swell in winter when mild temperatures draw seasonal off-gridders. Dust storms can rage unexpectedly, and medical resources lie several miles away. But for those chasing ultimate autonomy, Slab City's raw, self-governed ethos delivers an unfiltered off-grid existence. 4. Iowa Hill, California. Tucked deep in the Sierra Nevada foothills, Iowa Hill relies entirely on solar power, generators, and mountain spring water. Fewer than 100 residents share dirt roads and rustic cabins perched on steep granite slopes. Summers boast full sun, perfect for energy generation, while winters see light snowfall and sub-freezing nights. Land parcels average $2,000 per acre, though steep terrain demands careful planning for gardens or orchards. Septic permits are straightforward, and community wells feed each cluster of homes. Cell coverage is sparse, perfect for digital detox, and volunteer fire crews operate locally. A small general store doubles as meeting place for barter, trade, and neighborly potlucks. If you crave mountain isolation balanced with rugged camaraderie, Iowa Hill delivers off-grid living with a pulse of genuine community. Feeling that spark? Buckle up for the next 8 escapes. Soldiers Grove, Wisconsin. With a population just over 500, this village rebuilt itself after devastating floods, becoming America's first solar-powered town. After 1978's deluge, ordinances mandated solar heating on all commercial buildings. Winters plummet into the single digits, making passive solar architecture critical, while summers hover in the mid-80s. Annual rainfall lands around 36 inches, ample for rain gardens and greenhouse shelters. Land surrounding town averages 5 acres per parcel at roughly $3,000 an acre. Prairie Solar, a local cooperative, offers discounted panel installations. Flood-resistant, earth-sheltered homes dot the landscape, and architectural tours highlight innovative green designs. In Soldiers Grove, resilience birthed sustainability, providing a blueprint for off-grid communities nationwide. 6. Marfa, Texas. Home to just 2,000 residents, Marfa sits on a high desert plateau at 4,500 feet elevation. With over 300 sunny days a year and only 8 inches of annual rainfall, solar arrays hum reliably. Average highs top out at 85, and winter lows dip into the 30s. Land outside city limits goes for as low as $900 per acre, offering wide open spaces for gardens, grazing, or stargazing domes. Water comes from deep wells and a modest municipal supply, with DIY rainwater catchment systems popular among locals. A thriving art scene, anchored by the Chinati Foundation, draws visionaries and creators who embrace minimalism and self-sufficiency. In Marfa, off-grid living merges with cultural exploration against West Texas's boundless horizons. 7. Homer, Alaska. Nestled on Kachemak Bay, Homer boasts seclusion and stunning vistas of mountains meeting the sea. Population nears 5,500, swelling in summer with artists and fishermen. Daylight extends to nearly 19 hours in July, charging solar panels and greenhouse crops. Winter darkness limits sun to 5 hours, mandating robust battery banks or backup generators. Temperatures range from teens to mid-60s. Land typically costs around $6,000 per acre, though remote parcels can run under $4,000. Permafrost demands careful foundation work, and building codes require robust insulation. Nearby creeks offer microhydro potential, while abundant halibut and salmon stocks boost food security. Practical preppers meet up each spring, sharing workshops on off-grid heating and wildlife-proof storage. Here, isolation and rugged beauty define a resilient homesteading paradise. 8. Moab, Utah. Gateway to Arches and Canyonlands National Parks, Moab's population of 5,000 cubed, peak season sees visitor influx. With 300 days of sun and average annual rainfall under 10 inches, solar power is a sure bet. Summers climb into the mid-90s, winters dip into the low 20s. Land on the outskirts starts near $15,000 per acre, though BLM leases can be secured for dispersed camping and experimental homesteads. Water rights require well permits, but underground aquifers run deep. County regulations allow off-grid cabins after simple inspections. Sandstone mesas and red rock canyons create a spectacular backdrop for gardens in raised beds and solar greenhouses. Adventure tourism supports local co-ops offering bulk solar buys and energy efficiency workshops. Off-grid in Moab fuses desert solitude with unending outdoor thrills. Ready for the final stretch? 4 hideaways await. 9. Sandpoint, Idaho. Perched at Lake Penderale's northern tip, Sandpoint is a water lover's dream. Population hovers around 8,500, doubling with summer visitors. Summers average 75 degrees. Winters settle near 30 with heavy snow. Land along the lake edge can top $15,000 per acre, but rural hillsides drop to $4,000. Annual rainfall around 30 inches supports community gardens and greenhouse clusters. The city's microgrid pilot program experiments with solar, wind, and biomass integration. Hunter and angler traditions run deep. Fish and game fill pantries through much of the year. Workshops at the Pendorale Sod House teach solar installation and wood gasifier builds. Moose and bears wander nearby forests, reminding residents of wilderness's closeness. In Sandpoint, off-grid meets fresh water and recreation in equal measure. 10. Eureka Springs, Arkansas. Hidden in the Ozark Mountains, Eureka Springs radiates Victorian charm and natural springs. Population stands near 2,000, with seasonal artists and healers swelling numbers. Rainfall averages 50 inches, enriching spring-fed streams. Summers hover in the 80s, winters rarely dip below 20. Land in surrounding Carroll County goes for about $3,000 per acre, favoring small farms and wildflower meadows. No county zoning within city limits means rooftop solar installations and tiny homes thrive unchallenged. The Eureka School of Natural Living hosts classes on herbal remedies, rainwater harvesting, and passive cooling. Mineral springs offer potable water straight from underground aquifers. In this artsy enclave, off-grid living blends with holistic wellness and historic ambience. 11. Crestone, Colorado. With fewer than 1,200 residents, Crestone sits at 9,000 feet under the Sangre de Cristo Mountains. The semi-arid climate yields just 10 inches of rain, yet grants 300 sunny days for solar power. Summer highs reach 70, winter lows drop to the teens. Surrounding public land offers free range for homesteads. Land outside town averages $2,000 per acre. No zoning outside municipal boundaries allows straw bale walls, earthships, or tiny homes up to 120 square feet without a permit. Spring water and community wells supply most households. Annual permaculture festivals draw off-grid pioneers, and spiritual retreat centers teach meditation alongside green building workshops. Crestone's blend of intentional communities and legal freedom makes it a hotspot for sustainable experimenters. 12. Greensburg, Kansas. After a massive tornado leveled this prairie town in 2007, Greensburg rose anew as a green energy model. Population rests near 800, unified around resilience. Tornado-resistant building codes require structures to withstand EF5 winds. Land costs $1,000 per acre, with many lots sold at discounted prices to attract sustainable developers. The town hosts one of the highest wind turbine densities per capita in America. Solar grants cover up to 25% of residential installation costs. Groundwater wells and advanced water recycling systems meet most needs. In 2012, a 1.2 megawatt Walmart solar canopy made headlines. Community gardens, micro-wind projects, and green construction apprenticeships continue to lift Greensburg's profile as an off-grid pioneer. Recap time. Taos rewards you with tax credits, high-altitude air, and artisan markets. Asheville fuses community farming, mild climate, and solar co-op buy-ins. Slab City delivers free-range desert art and zero regulations. Iowa Hill offers rugged mountain isolation with shared springs. Soldiers Grove pioneered solar heating and flood-smart design. Marfa merges high desert sunlight with global art influence. Homer ties ocean harvests to microhydro and solar extremes. Moab balances Red Rock adventure with a sun-drenched energy blueprint. Sandpoint pairs freshwater access, snowfall challenge, and a microgrid pilot. Eureka Springs fosters holistic arts under Victorian architecture. Crestone invites zero-code, high-altitude experimentation. Greensburg redefined tornado recovery into a wind and solar-powered triumph. Which off-grid haven speaks to your soul? Comment below.